Hi, and welcome to another analysis video where I look at potential trading opportunities for this week. We had a rather eventful start to the trading week. First of all, coming back from the weekend, there were gaps on many of the Japanese crosses. And this morning, there were interest rate news, or rather should I say no news, from the Reserve Bank of Australia, and that had also made the Aussie move as well. So fittingly for today, I've got 3 Aussie pairs that I'm looking at, as well as the ASX 200, which is the top 200 companies share index for Australia. First currency pair is going to be the Australian dollar USD. So from last week, I said that I was looking for a bounce coming down from 70.50. The move happened, but it didn't happen in the way that I could trade it. However, it's back up to that level now. So this is going to be a day trading opportunity. It could very well be today. I'm going to be watching how price would react to this resistance level at 0.7050 on a smaller time frame. As you can see, this was caused by the news and price is hovering just under that. It's not quite there yet. What I would expect is for price to head up a bit further, and this is the zone that I'm going to be looking at for a day trading opportunity, meaning that it's going to be short time frames. We're talking 5, 15, 30 minute charts. So we'll see how that one goes. Very likely it could happen today. Next currency pair is the Euro Australian dollar. There was a gap coming back from the weekend, and yesterday's candle managed to push just above resistance, but so far it has been rejected, and with today's interest rate decision, price is actually pushing back down. This is starting to look like a classic reversal trade. The only difference is that it was separated by weekend gaps, and also indecision candle actually formed on Monday. Now the way that I'm going to be potentially trading this is I have to wait for today's candle to close, because I needed to make sure that sellers can take control of price, and more importantly, I want them to be able to close below yesterday's low. So we're talking this level here. I want today's candle to be able to close below that. If that does happen, then tomorrow I'm going to be putting in a trade to enter short. Depending on where price may close, my stop loss will always going to be above the high of the indecision candle. Target would hopefully be higher than at 1.5750, and if these two metrics give me the correct reward to risk ratio that I normally look for, then I'm going to be entering this trade. So for now, it's sit back and wait for the daily candle to finish and possibly catch the move back on a retrace if it does happen. Next, we're looking at the British Pound Australian dollar, and this pair had a significant gap up coming back from Monday. However, the gap has been closed, and it looks like price is retracing back to where it would be on Friday. If sellers can continue to push price down, this is where I'm going to be looking at potential long opportunity at 1.8440 support. This is my key zone here. If price does drop to that, and I can see signs of indecision, signs of strong buying pressure, this is where I'm going to be looking for a long trade. So last but not least, we've got the ASX 200, which is the top 200 company share index for the Australian market. So right now I'm looking at the weekly chart, and as you can see, price hit major resistance at 6380, and so far it hasn't been able to break that. Going down on the daily chart, I was monitoring this from about 2 weeks back, noticing that price was climbing up on a possible channel, so I just put in a trend line to mark the lower end of that channel. This channel was broken yesterday, but there was a bit of a pushback from buyers, so I would classify this as a false breakout, meaning that it could potentially go up further. Today, so far, there has not been much activities at all in the market, So what's going to happen is I'm going to wait to see one of two things. Either price can break above this, or it can close below that. So if we have a breakout to the upside, perhaps it would do that. This is what I ideally would want to see before hopefully catching a retrace. Then it continues to go up. Alternatively, we could see a break to the downside, meaning that if yesterday's low can be taken out, perhaps in a move like this, and that would be the first thing I'm looking for. Then I would always look to get back on a retrace before hopefully catching the move as it goes down. I will note, however, that if I'm trading it on the downside, I need to make sure that I set sensible targets, meaning that my target shouldn't be lower than 6100, which is where I think support would be, judging from price action last time. So that's going to be my plan on possibly trading the ASX 200. That's it for me for this week. Thank you for tuning in, and I will see you in the next one.